Hey, welcome knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker here, and I have got myself a medallion here. And any of you out there who are into the flashlight world and know Olight, they know exactly where this is from. This is the Olight Illuminate Your World medallion. It is metal and it has 3M sticky on the back, and that goes with this right here, which is the Olight Obulb Pro. So this is something I picked up here, I don't know, about a month ago or so, and I think it's an excellent little light. So let's have a look at it. And the reason I don't just have it right out here is I like to show not only, the product. See, I'm a real Apple guy. I love Apple, and when you open up an Apple product, whether it's Apple, my iMac, or Studio Pro, or my iPhone, it's just an event to open it. And that seems to be how I've discovered with Olight. It seems to be their packaging is excellent, and it seems to be an event. So now this one here happened to be just kind of attached and tear it off. It was really, really smooth. I enjoyed it. Pop it open. First thing you got is you got a thank you. Congratulations from Olight on your Obulb Pro. With just a little bit of advice on how to charge it and stuff like that. It's right there. And then when you open it up further, it actually comes in this little sock. And I thought, how neat is that? What an excellent little sock. So you just pull that off, and here is your Olight Obulb Pro. And I happen to get this in blue. It does come in many different colors. It comes with OD green, it comes in an orange, a gray, a blue like this, and a black. And I thought it was an excellent little light. Now, here, when you actually go through the packaging and you look at the very bottom, there is actually where this medallion is stuck, and there's a little tab. You just basically pull it out, and inside there is also the manual. But most of the time, manuals and warranty information, you get that stuff online, and it just seems like save. I don't know when companies are going to. I know that not every single person out there has got internet and stuff like that. So I guess the paper manuals do have their use, but you know what? Eventually, I think we're going to get away from that. And I just handily look online. All right, so here we go. This is the Olight Obulb Pro. And it is more of I think, kind of a camping light, an emergency light, than it is an actual kind of flashlight for, for everyday kind of, because you can't stick this in your pocket. I was carrying this in my bag for a bit, and it was just to kind of use it where I could to try to check it out, and I thought it was an excellent little light. So the interface on there is just simply a press, and there we go. You've got now to shut it right off, simply press and hold it down for I think 4 seconds. Now this little thing here is designed to go stick someplace because it does have a magnetic base. So if you've got a tent or someplace you want to have this all the time, a specific spot, you can take this and you can just put this in an area, and it'll stick there all the time. Now, there's many more things for this too as well. Let's kind of go over some of the modes of this. So you've got a light, and then you've got also, now you can't really see because it is kind of let's see if I can maybe turn this off here a little bit, just to give you guys a little bit better of a thing. So you've got red, you've got green, you've got blue, you've got a color changing now. Now it'll just slowly change colors throughout, and then you've got now changing colors where it'll quickly change colors rather than morph. And then you've got a flashing here for, now this would be more for an emergency. Now, even though it is not crazy bright right this second, in the dark this is really, really quite bright. And not only that, you've also got some excellent ways to, let's put this stuff back on, to adjust this using something as simple as your iPhone, because excuse me. Now, the other really, really neat thing about this Olight Obulb Pro is it is Bluetooth enabled, and you can actually download a app from either the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store, or the Apple Store or Google Play Store. And so once you have it, you basically just go into your interface. Now you can use this to adjust the brightness level. As you can see, it goes quite bright. Let's just see here. I think it is up to 600 lumens here. Let me look at this here real quick here. Oh, I have it. I had it right here. Oh, technical details. Here we go. Sorry about that. So actually it goes up to 240 lumens. Now, when the white light is at its highest point at 240 lumens, it'll run time is 2.5 hours, okay? Now, when you've got it right down to the low time, it is goes down to as low as 4.5 lumens, and that will last as long as 84 hours, which is an incredibly long time. Now, when you've got the color fantasy display, which is here, when it's like that, depending upon the brightness, it'll run up to about 17 hours or so. So it seems like it's a really, really excellent amount of runtime. Now, I really, really like this little Bluetooth thing because you can actually turn it on and off with your Bluetooth setting. And then once you do have it turned on, you can change your colors: red, green, blue, fade, cycle through, or red flash. Or you could actually just set it to a certain color that you want using a color wheel. Now, here will let you know how many hours of runtime you have left, depending upon which mode you're in. So if we go to here at fully bright, and we go to something else here, let's back up. It tells you how much time you've got left on your thing. It'll adjust. So it went down to 1.7 hours at full brightness setting. So I thought that is really, really cool. And it just gives you a chance to you can use more than one Obulb connected to your device. You can have a whole range of them all over the house or a tent or a camper, or even as an emergency situation, you can turn them all on. It's just nicer, safer than a candle for sure. Now, one of the really, really big things about this is my granddaughter absolutely loved this, and it's actually going to be hers. Anytime she comes camping with Papa, this is her light. And anytime she comes to Papa's house, this is going to be her light. Now, it is a little bit expensive just to kind of give her as a toy because, she might just lose favor with it. It's $53 Canadian, or I think in the States they're about $40, $35. But Canadian, it's, $53. So it's definitely not inexpensive. Now, it is IPX7 rated, so it is waterproof. So that's the other thing. Once we get out in the old campsite or into the old backyard here with the hot tub, you can throw this in here and let it sit in the water, and it'll float around being a light and just give you a little bit of mood lighting. So I think that's excellent too as well. So it's not just water splash resistant. You can fully submerge this. Now, they say IPX7 is a dust rating, a high dust rating, as well as up to 1.5 meters underwater. For 30 minutes, I do believe is what it is, but it's excellent. Now, have a look here. Now, the height on it is 2.28 inches or 58 millimeters, so it's fairly big. Now, there is some other ones that are out there that are smaller because you have just the Olight, the original Olight, and then you've got another the Olight Pro here, and there's one more Olight that's in the middle, and I just can't remember it right off the top of my head. But, as far as weight, 3.7 ounces, not crazily heavy, but it's heavy enough that it's not going to just it's got a little bit of weight to it. So if it's sitting in an area, and this here is also here, like fully magnetic, but plus you've got a little bit of grip to this rubber, which is always nice. It just makes it feel good. The only kind of thing I wish on it is it's such an easy interface to press, that sometimes when you're kind of pressing it, I don't know, I wish that the interface on it had a little bit more just a little bit more strength to it, not as easy to press on and off. Now, this was a thing that I happened to order from Olight that I didn't read it fully. I just ordered some things. I wanted to hit the old $79 to have free shipping. So I ordered this little spaceman. Now, he normally has a little bit of a collar, and it's actually built for the other Olight. The original Olight bulb is smaller, and it doesn't fit on here. This magnetically fits. It has a little base so it can sit on there, and he looks like he's a cool little guy. But what I liked about this is the fact that you could use him to charge. And so I've just got my little light here, or my battery, and so when you press that on there and she's turned on, you can see it's green there. It's on the back, you can see that now it's turned red. Now it's charging through this little space guy. So now you can also put it right on the straight bottom, and it'll automatically charge itself just through the Olight magnetic charger. Now, the one thing about this is it does not come with an Olight magnetic charger. So if you've got yourself an Olight light that has the magnetic base on it, you'll need that to recharge this. It's a proprietary charger, and that seems to be one of the only things about Olight that I kind of wish, you know what, guys, put a charger with it. I think for $57 or $53, I think even a small charger would work. I think would be a lot better. I just think it's so much nicer not to have to hunt for a charger, that it should come with its own charger already. Olight, come on, you guys. That's one knock that I have on this, but I think it's an excellent little light. If you're a hardcore camper, $53, and I think that is probably on the high side. I know that the original Olight bulbs themselves, although they're not Bluetooth, I think they're around $20 Canadian or so. That seems to be a little bit more palatable for just a little ball of light. But this one does have some pretty neat features, including the Bluetooth with the app. But at $53, it would just make more sense to have a bunch of these. Then I think it becomes a lot more handy, and that way you can use them as more of a emergency light within your home. Emergency lighting that will last a long time, and 84 hours of runtime at low lumens is fantastic. And if you've got a bunch of them, you're going to be set for days and days and days for light. And it just makes more sense to have more than one of them. But at $53, it's a little bit hard to do that. It's just a little bit, just a little much, I think, to have that, to get half a dozen lights is going to cost you $300. And I think half a dozen lights is going to really, really make these way more practical for an emergency situation. But as just a straight old camp light, I think it's an excellent, excellent little light. If you're sitting in front of you're not sitting in front of a fire, you're just sitting at a table with your buddies at night, just in the center of the table playing some cards, throw that in the center, gives you more than enough light to deal with that. And that's where it's a really, really neat little thing, and I would recommend it for doing something like that. All right, so hope this was kind of interesting to you, and I hope that you had a good time here. Please, if you like what you saw, don't forget to give me the old thumbs up, as well as subscribe and share. And please stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.